Yeah, like I said, it was me playing the characters. It was a reenactment from my summer camp days as a childhood. Um, I'm the real man behind my end of the story of Hunter's Cabin, and again, it was a type of story that did happen at one point. It was more frightening than Sleepy Hollow ever was, and it was before the time of Sleepy Hollow. But it was a story I guess for some reason was always left untold. But and then when I had my nightmares experience, now I'm older, I grew out of that. I was sharing my camp story, a reenactment of Camp Northern Lights and Hunter's Cabin. The flashlight dummies, they're all stuffed. They're homemade, and that the headless dummies and that the three headless hunters, the two native headless hunters and the third headless hunters in the fireplace was me doing the voices, and the fourth, what would you call the fourth headless hunter? Headless hunter that snuck into the cabin that took Pringles Pete was my cat Atreyu. He At that point, I did the sound effects in the background. Atreyu kicked the Pringle cans on the floor. I threw the costume glasses with the nose on the floor with the hat, just to make it look real, and in a dark room in a haunted fireplace theme. And that, so this was a Halloween test theme, like I've been saying through all my shows. All my shows are all what Jokers on D&D is. It's a joke show, so it's all a setup. So it's only thing real in my life that really did happen is the passing away of my mother. That was real. But far as bringing her back as an apparition, that was all a joke. That's what I said. This is all a Halloween setup. Like I said, Buzzsaw, he's a crazy dude, but he's funny at it too. So Buzzsaw was just reacting out a character from my childhood camp, Camp Northern Lights. There was another lad in my tent. We used to call him Axsaw. That Buzzsaw was reacting out, and that kind of thing. And it's that. So it was my way of telling my end of the story of my camp experiences now that I'm over all the nightmares and and the light apparitions was done by a bicycle reflector and is connected to a bicycle, is a strobe light. So it's voice automatic, like you can set it, and when you talk it blinks and that. So it's if you probably noticed it, yes, I do wear sunglasses on most of my shows because it's the glare from the camera light. So it's because some of my shows I've done at night. So it's and that, but yeah, the thing about Jason and Chucky coming into Hunter's Cabin, they really had nothing to do. They weren't around with Hunter's Cabin story was ever when it happened. They were never part of it. Same with Cody's Presco Pete. Really had nothing to do with Hunter's Cabin. That was just his input. But Camp Northern Lights, like I said, we didn't have a Presco Pete. We had a Pringles Pete. There is a difference. So that, and Cody still walks around town here down the street, and I say hi, I don't want to pass him, that kind of thing. So it's what's Halloween, like I said, without a good scare? And like I said, Hunter's Cabin here, replicant of Hunter's Cabin, is my own apartment. So it's and you probably noticed, you heard a lot about a Wicca Square. Nobody really sprained their ankle on the Wicca Square. I just twisted my ankle the wrong way doing papers and that kind of thing. And so a lot of these characters are played by me. And like I said, the voices behind the fireplace. The voices behind the three headless hunters were me. The fourth headless hunter, like I said, was my cat Atreyu that's knocking into Pringles Pete. So like Pringles Pete was played by me. So it was me changing glasses. If you ever watch the camera effect and that, so it's I mean it's film and editing. So it's what I enjoy doing and that kind of thing. And the fireplace itself is not really haunted. It is, I hope not. But, you know, it's an electric fireplace. It plugs into the wall. So when you turn it on in the dark, it looks like it's a real fireplace. One of my, what you call, Halloween lights ain't working. Apparently, a string of my Halloween lights ain't working. But I am still going to get the gravestones. Like I said, the haunted fireplace is still going to continue right through the Halloween. Like I said, I'm doing these videos early because, like I said, the story of my story of Hunter's Cabin is a very frightening story. It is it will frighten people. So I kind of twisted it around. I kind of turned it into like a comedy type thing, so it's a little less frightening. But normally, when the original story was told to me as a kid, it was very, 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 very frightening. It was about two native headless hunters, and like the third one, the fourth one really didn't exist. I added those. But the two native headless hunters about cutting each other's heads off with a double-edged axe and grabbing campers, cutting their heads off, campers going missing. You know, that was an old native ghost legend. And that was told around a campfire. And that was told based on reality, that it basically happened that, you know, inside the cabin there was really a fireplace. When the apparitions came home and started haunting, that the fireplace came on and the voices started coming out of the fireplace. And an upside down motorboat on the lake, and shadow chariots of fire, you know, making, you know, rolling through the woods, apparitions, you know, campers coming face to face, counteracting, close encountering these headless apparitions, and that kind of thing, and with double-edged axes and that, and seeing these two native twin brothers and that. So it's a ghost story based on my camp experience as a child that I'm sharing now, but a different way. And oh, sorry if you heard that. I get interruptions. I don't really mean to swear on here. I do apologize for that. It's just people call me on my cell phone when I'm trying to videotape, and I don't like that. And it is very distracting. And it's you know, and like I said, I don't video chat, so it's, you know, like I make videos, you know, I tell ghost stories, I make videos, you know, I don't video chat, so it's you know, it's I find that's just a waste of time, personally, but no, it's like I said, it's like I said, like Jokers on Duty still has their countdown. We still have our countdown, and I'm on a live stream. And anyways, you know, it's you know, Halloween's a fun time for kids to go trick-or-treating and that kind of thing, and you know, it's always good. I walk the streets of Wyerton sometimes just to go out for a walk or go to Tim Hortons, and I see all the houses lit up. I see people, you know, having fun scaring people, and that. But I don't believe it's a night that should be ruined for kids and that kind of thing. You'll find that a lot of churches will try to discourage your kids from going trick-or-treating. Don't ever listen to that. I grew up in a church as a kid. You know, don't ruin their fun. It's just a fun night for them to go out with their parents, dress up in a costume, you know, get free candy. You know, a lot of houses will set up haunted houses, that kind of thing. You know, a lot of these churches are just there to ruin that for your kids. You know, don't let them do do garbage like that. Like, it's you do like I always say, parents, you do what you feel is best for your kids. If you're a Christian family and if you honestly believe you don't want your kids to go trick or treating, that's your own choice. But if you don't want to take them around, that's fine. But don't ruin it for the other. Just don't ruin it for the other kids, because not all kids come from church backgrounds and that kind of thing, and they don't need that kind of manipulation. And so I get frustrated with people calling me in on FaceTime and that right now when I'm trying to do a live stream, because it is very disrupting, and it does make me angry from time to time. So it's and that. So I hope other than that, I hope sorry about the interruptions, people, and I hope people are enjoying Jokers on Duty, that kind of thing. And like I said, Halloween's supposed to be a fun night, that kind of thing. Like, your kids go around and get candy for a bit and that kind of thing. I always did when I was a kid. I up till I was 15, I went out trick-or-treating. I heard every ghost story. What do you think introduced me to the actual, horror movies and ghost? Was a lot of these ghost stories that introduced me to the horror movies, and I always liked that when I got old enough to watch them. But, I just wishing everybody all the best. Have a safe, wonderful Halloween when it comes. We are still on a countdown. We are 43 days away. And Hunter's Cabin is still going to continue their haunted house. And now it's me that does all the voices. It's me that does all the actors. And like Michael Klotz always shares on his shows, you can catch MFers on live on Facebook, 8 o'clock every night. And always remember, peace, love, and positivity. Right now I have too much negativity with people disrupting my live stream. I'll deal with that later. But like I said, this was your Jokers on Duty. Have a great day.